morning! It's brunch with Caitlin and Danielle, / our time of the month. Yeah, so we're just gonna drink some mimosas and get ready for the day.
Yeah, gotta put makeup on, so we figured we might as well film it.
Yeah, we've had some questions about what we're wearing in a lot of the videos, so now you'll know.
Yeah, so cheers.
Cheers.
Make yourself one while you're watching.
Or whatever, it doesn't have to be a mimosa.
Okay.
So where do you start?
Well, I've already put my moisturizer on.
Okay, which was what?
Clinique Smart Night, even though it's not nighttime. I use it because I don't like SPF in it because my makeup has SPF. So then I just clip my hair up, look real cute.
Yep. And so typically I actually do my hair second.
Me too.
Yeah, I just think it's easier because my hair's not on my face and clipping it back doesn't ruin it. But for the sake of time,
I'm gonna start with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is actually my first time using it, so we're gonna see how it goes.
So I typically start with a layer of moisturizer, which I put on when I first wake up. And then right before I do my makeup, but I wait a couple minutes in between, I'll use the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. It is so pearlescent and it smells like a creamsicle. It's so good.
Like a push pop.
Yeah, and so I won't say that I think it makes me extra glowy, but I really just like how my makeup applies when it's on. Today, since I want my makeup to stay all day, since we will be filming videos for you, I did use a Lorac Perfection Mattifying Face Primer, which I typically don't use because I feel like silicone-based primers tend to break me out, but special occasions, like today.
Great. I'm going to start with the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream in the shade Vanilla 02. And I'm going to use a beauty blender to apply it.
So I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match Healthy Luminous Makeup. Oh, I thought it was Lumi. Oh yeah, True Match Lumi in N12. I might be almost out of this. We're going to see how it goes. But I am also going to apply it with my finger and then blend it out with a beauty blender. Oh, thank God, there's a little in here.
You've been using that for a while, haven't you?
Yeah.
You like it?
I do. I think the shade's good.
Actually, this is a Real Techniques
oh yeah, we say beauty
sponge.
blender, but that's...
Right, it's not really a beauty blender. It's not really a beauty blender. So I use this even on my no makeup days, just because it has SPF 30 in it, and it gives me a little bit of coverage. It's not anything like a foundation though. I do drag it down my neck a little bit. Do you do that?
Yeah, I tend to go down. I have like a freckle down here and I sort of just like keep it above the freckle, but...
Okay, what do you do next?
So next, I just started using this and I really love it. It is the Pixi by Petra Brightening Peach Concealer. And I actually, sometimes I do this under my foundation when I remember, which I didn't today. But, so I'll just do a little bit right under my eye to try and help balance out the dark under eye circles.
I like that. And I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral, just under my eyes. You just need a tiny bit of this.
One day I want you to do it for me, because the Shape Tape, I tried it and it just brought out all the bad things about my under eye.
And then I use a mini complexion sponge to blend that out.
Cute. So over top of the peach, I'm going to use the Nars Creamy Concealer in... I can't read that. What does that say? I don't have my glasses on.
Vanilla, light 2. Do you just do that under your eye, or do you use that everywhere for highlighter?
I use it just under my eye. I actually tap it out with my finger and then go in with the beauty blender. Now, when you do concealer on your under eye, do you do your eyelid as well?
Yeah, I just use whatever's left over.
Because I feel like it's so dark. Like you really notice the color of your eyelid once you've done the concealer.
So then after that, I usually set it with this Physicians Formula Translucent Light Powder. It's the mineral face powder. And I actually take it on the dampened sponge and then I pat it in. So I do the same thing, except sometimes, and I don't know really why I do it with, sometimes I do it with a beauty blender and then sometimes I do it with this really beautiful, I think it's an IT Cosmetics fluffy brush, which I'm going to do today because my beauty blender is really big. And I use a Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, which I got a sample of once and I had never really used a powder
And I just really thought that it helped my concealer stay where I want it to. So I just use a tiny bit, I tap it into the lid, and then just one of these, which makes me feel really like a mom for some reason.
Next, I take a different Physicians Formula powder to set the rest of my face. And I use this huge e.l.f. kabuki brush.
I do not set the rest of my face. I'm gonna take my Maybelline Age Rewind and do that for the blemishes. I just feel like it's a little bit thinner, so it covers the blemishes more naturally than my Nars concealer. So click, which is my favorite part.
And it's blend it out with your finger?
Yeah. No, I leave it.
Cool.
Like this.
Looks great.
Okay, so now is when I feel like almost sickly looking.
Yeah, I feel disgusting.
Because I feel like
foundation lips and
right, like Voldemort. Like just my whole face is the same color. So next, let's change that. And I just started using this. So I'm not really into like contouring a lot. I think it's a little bit much for every day. But I was too tempted to not try it. So I bought this cute little Smashbox contour palette. It has 3 different colors. It has a contour, a bronze, and a highlight. I only really use this darkest color, which is the contour, and then I really just try and do a little bit on my cheeks to give me a little bit more since I have such a round face. And it came with this dopey little brush.
Oh, do you like it? You must.
I don't love it, but I use it.
Okay.
Because I don't have anything else. So I just swirl it around, and then literally, this is my favorite part because I look so crazy. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah. And while she's using that, I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in medium deep. It's just a matte bronzer, and it smells like chocolate. And I'm kind of doing the same kind of thing that she's doing. I'm using a Real Techniques brush. I'm not sure what the name is because it's all rubbed off, but I just doot.
So after I do that, I'm like, well, you look insane. So then, actually, and probably, my makeup technique is put a lot on and then blend it almost all off. And that you're gonna see that as a reoccurring theme. So after I have used the Smashbox contour, I am gonna use a bronzer, which I have the milk chocolate, which I really love, and then for some reason I decided to switch it up. So I have the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in Golden Light 1. And I'm just gonna go exactly in the same places actually that Danielle went, and go kind of slightly higher than my contour and then around my forehead. So yeah, after I put on some bronzer, then I literally go back.
I like it. Next I'm going to use my blush, which is Tarte Risque. It's one of their Amazonian blushes, and it's just like a really nice neutrally mauve. And I'm also going to use another Real Techniques brush.
So I'm going to go with the Nars
It's a pretty color.
Orgasm today. Just so I can say it on the internet. I do my eyebrows next.
Okay, we can do that.
So I am using an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. It has the spoolie on one end and then the little angled brush on the other. And I'm going to use the spoolie and brush them out and then fill in with Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde.
And I'm going to go in with the Essence Make Me Brow in shade Brownie Brows. So dumbest name ever.
And this is when I need to really flip to the magnifying side because I can't see my face. Can we talk about this right now?
The difference that one makes. Next I do eyeshadow.
Okay, so I typically don't do eyeshadow.
I'm going to use this today. This is the Laura Mercier Artist Palette. It's just a really purpley, brownie palette.
Oh, okay. So
I'm so bad at this though.
So I usually, almost every day I just either use a brown eyeshadow or sort of eyeliner, or a bronze eyeliner. My new favorite thing, which I just started doing, is a really nice soft brown slight winged eyeliner, and I use a Sephora Pro gel liner eyeliner brush and then the Sephora Outrageous Intense waterproof gel liner. I've been trying a really long time to use liquid liner, but you
just can't do it.
Yeah,
I take shades Fresco and Truffle and I just tap, and then throw it in the crease, and then I blend it out with an even fluffier brush so that I don't have any of those harsh lines.
So I'm gonna start at the outer corner and draw my wing. And like I said, especially since, like, if I was doing it for work, like, I'm not gonna wanna be a nut. So it's just a little tiny bit, and I'll do both sides. And then I'll start from the inner corners and connect it. I've already pre-planned my New Year's resolution for 2018. I thought it the other day, and because I'm not gonna start now. But it's to not pull on my eyelid
Oh yeah, I've heard
to
that's
apply
really
liner.
bad. I think that's another reason I can't do it.
Well, to be honest, I saw like a wrinkle on my eyelid that I didn't remember, and I thought that's from pulling. And I just, but
Very well could be.
It's so hard.
Then I take the shade Bamboo, which is in the middle of those two colors, on my finger, and I pat it on my eyelid. Then, you guessed it, I fluff it out again. Then, if I'm feeling pretty frisky, I will take Fresco and Truffle on a little smudger brush and I'll run it under my lower lash line, just to kind of give myself a little bit of definition. And then I get the eye goopies out. I mean, let's be real.
With your spit.
Yeah, it happens.
Right before I go in with mascara, I was given this by a friend. I'll let you guess who. It's a Benefit What's Up, WATTS, because it's brightening, a little highlighter, and I'm just going to do it right in the corners of my eye and then sort of smudge it so that it doesn't look too intense, but it really brightens. And it actually, in one of our videos last week, 2 weeks ago, you can, well, I can tell the difference, but it does make.
I'm going to use the Lorac Pro palette in the shade Nude on the bottom row over here. It's a shimmery shade, and I use that to highlight my brow bone and inner corner. Next, I'm going to highlight.
Yeah, I'm ready. So what are you using?
Okay.
Jinx.
I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. I think it's a dupe for yours.
Exactly what I'm using, which is the Becca
Can you see that?
Shimmering Skin Perfector. Oh my god, I'm struggling to read this.
Champagne Pop.
Thank you.
Jaclyn Hill collab.
Yeah, so it's really beautiful, but if you look at it,
I mean,
here. I mean, side by side.
it doesn't really look similar, but it
Let me
is.
see it next to each other. Oh, well, mine has more orange in it, I guess, which is not necessarily a good thing.
Right, because we're really fair. And I'm going to use an IT Cosmetics fan brush.
And I'm just going to use the Real Techniques setting brush. I have two of them, and one, I always try and remember which one I use for highlighter and which one I don't, and I never do, so they just all have highlighter on them.
I just do it on the cheekbones, and then whatever's left, I do it like a little bit above the brow. Then I do a little bit down the nose, and then on the Cupid's bow.
Which I always do and think it looks great, and then I put my glasses on, and I'm like, you look insane.
Yeah,
So I have to...
tone it back. Okay, what are we doing next? Mascara? I don't know which one to use.
So I use two. So I use the YSL one, and then I use Lorac Pro and Fiber, but I really actually use this more to separate my brows than I actually apply
Brows?
mascara. Lashes, you're right,
Yeah.
girl.
I'm using Bobbi Brown Smokey Eye Mascara. Probably my favorite of all time. But it's expensive and it's small.
See, this is why I want you to do my makeup, is because I want you to do like all the stuff that I don't use,
Okay.
and see if it makes a difference.
And please, just
Are you
don't
ready for
watch.
this? I mean, you know this is your face too, so no judgment. but-
Actually, no, I'm trying to do different. I'm trying to like not open my mouth. But open my eyes really wide and give myself some serious forehead wrinkles.
So actually, because of the angle of my mirror, I don't need to make the big dumb, like, open mouth face, but typically, I look like a fish. High school?
Pump and swirl.
In high school, one of my friends' aunts was a Mary Kay rep,
Oh yeah?
and so for her birthday, she had her come and, like, do all her makeup, and she gave us little goodie bags, and that was one of the things I learned way back in the beginning. And without fail, I get mascara on my nose.
Me too.
Every time.
I'm gonna really try hard not to today.
So I did the YSL, and now I'm going to go in with the Lorac So, you know, final touches for me.
Well, I'm gonna do my lower lash line. I'm just gonna use this little baby mirror.
So now I'm just gonna do, because again, we're trying to film all day, and so we're gonna do setting spray. Normally I would try and do that before my mascara, because it can make my mascara bleed, but I'll just go really light around my eyes.
Just hold your hand over your eyes.
Good point.
That's what I do.
Like a mask. Like a mask.
I realize you can't see that, I'm sorry.
And then this, just all of this. See, honestly, I put my glasses on and I have to like redo everything.
Okay, so mascara done.
Yeah.
Favorite part? Lipstick.
What are you wearing?
Oh, I don't know yet. I bought this one yesterday, Bare Minerals liquid lipstick in the shade Slay.
It's so soft and buttery.
But I think it's gonna make me look paled out. I'm gonna try it though.
Okay, I'm gonna do tried and true. You hear me talk about it. You hear both of us talk about it all the time. Stila patina. Duh. Because this is what I wear like every day. And I'm hitting.
This is really nude.
Yeah.
Do you have this?
No, I have the other one. Mine's darker. Where do you start?
It's really nude. Where do you start? You do top lip first?
Mm-hmm. Seriously, I want to come over and do my like makeup in your dining room every day.
Okay. This is so soft. Like so soft. It's a matte, but it's a comfortable matte. I like. Approved. I mean, I don't know how it wears.
Look, my lip goes all the way down to there. See it?
Yeah.
But when I go all the way down there, it looks like a lower line. Are we done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Me too. So these are our final faces.
Thanks for getting ready with us. We hope that maybe you got some product recommendations or what not to wear if you really hated it. Leave in the comments below maybe some of your favorite things so we can, you know, go shopping, spend all our money
Together,
together, which is what we do all the time.
Have a great day.
Bye, guys.